What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over my top 5 most expensive LEGO Ninjago minifigures that I own. I own quite a few LEGO Ninjago minifigures, and most of them, they can vary in prices and they can rise in price as they age. But there are some minifigures in particular that just go up exponentially. They just go up in price like crazy. And I'm going to go over some of the few minifigures that I have that have gone up in crazy price, some that are nearing $100 even, and a lot of them are actually quite older minifigures. So let's go ahead and dive into the first one right now. Starting out at number 5 for me is the Digiverse Kai, or the Golden Kai minifigure. Now this came out, I believe, with the white Ninjoy minifigure in the Toys R Us Bricktober pack. Now I don't remember which year it was, but I believe it was the first one. And this is one of the only Golden Kais that we have. Now we just did get a Legacy Golden Kai minifigure in 2021, but this is the one from a few years back based on season 3 of Ninjago Rebooted. And this is his version that we saw in the Digiverse in season 3. So it did have a different facial expression, which I don't believe we saw again. It is the old Kai face, and it's not the movie face. I believe this actually came out after the movie faces were implemented, so around 2018, I believe. 2017, 2018, around there. I believe that's when this minifigure came out, but it came out with the Toys R Us Bricktober pack, so this is what that was part of. And a lot of these minifigures are kind of exclusive pack minifigures or one-time minifigures that you don't really see again. There's some other ones that I do own that aren't on this list that are around the same price, such as Nero, who was, I believe, also part of the Bricktober pack. So this is just one of the examples. On to the next. The next one we got here is the Ninjago White Ninjoy minifigure. Similar to the Golden Kai, this came out in a Bricktober pack from Toys R Us, and I believe it was in the same Bricktober pack as the Golden Kai, and it can go around between $60 to $70 for each minifigure on eBay at this current time. And I actually made a video about this. I actually have about 15 of these minifigures. I ended up getting a bunch of these at the time they were coming out for much cheaper on eBay, and now they have gone up in price quite a lot. So I'm very, very happy to have 15 of these minifigures, kind of a small army of white Ninjoids. But I think it's a really cool minifigure. I cannot believe that they actually made the white Ninjoid from Skybound, which is what they first appeared in. And yeah, I'm just super happy that they made this, and now it is pretty hard to find. You can't just find it in a normal set or an older set. It's from an exclusive minifigure pack from Toys R Us a few years back now, in 2017-ish. So that's kind of how old this minifigure is. It's your basic Ninjoid that you would, normally see with Ninjago sets, but of course all the molded parts are in white, and they have the similar design as well, I think from the Day of the Departed Ninjoids, I believe. But this is, again, the white Ninjoid, so everything is molded in white, and these are the ones that we saw in season 6 of Ninjago Skybound. The third minifigure here on my list is the Golden Master, or the 2014 LEGO Ninjago Overlord minifigure. It came in one set, Battle for Ninjago City. It was the most expensive set, I think, of the Ninjago Rebooted wave. It came in the summer wave, and I got 2 of these minifigures actually, and this one right here is the coveted actual accurate design of the Overlord from Ninjago. So this is exactly what he looked like in season 3 of Ninjago Rebooted. But after that, they have made a few more Overlord minifigures, such as in Ninjago Legacy, but they're a little bit different design. The design is a little bit different from the actual design from the show, but that's kind of the trend with Ninjago Legacy. But for this minifigure right here, this is going for around, again, $65 to $70. I think one of the cheapest ones I saw was $65 on eBay right now. And this again, most of these prices I'm going for are for new. You can get used ones. Some of them are used for a little bit less, but again, they're still pretty pricey for the minifigure itself. And this minifigure right here is one of my favorites of all time, just for LEGO in general. The amount of detail and the coloring is just fantastic. You can see in the light there all the gold printing you got there, and then his menacing face there that you can see. Amazing minifigure. I've always loved this minifigure, and I've always make sure to treat it right, because I don't want this minifigure to be kind of wearing down and breaking on me, because it is quite a pricey minifigure now, and I would not want to end up having to buy another one, because I just would not like that. It wouldn't be fun. That is my third minifigure on this list. On to the next one. Alright, so the fourth minifigure I got on my list here is Lloyd DX. That's what they call these outfits right here. It is the dragon suit outfits for the ninja. This is a version of Lloyd that came out in 2014 for a Target exclusive minifigure pack with 4 different themes. They had like City, they had Lego Chima still, and this version right here of Lloyd was part of that pack, and it was the only Ninjago figure in that pack, so it was the only way to get this minifigure. And it was like a cube that had like 4 Lego minifigures in it, and I believe they were like $15, around that range. But that's the only way you could get this minifigure, and it is now going for in a range between $70 and $80 on eBay. And again, these are prices for new minifigures, I believe. So it's a very pricey minifigure. It came out quite a while ago now. It came out about 7 years ago at the time of recording this, and yeah, I didn't actually realize how old this was until I ended up looking it back up. You got a smiling Lloyd face here, but you don't have an alternate face to this minifigure, so you only have the one. Okay guys, and my number 1 minifigure, my most expensive minifigure for Lego Ninjago that I believe I own, is Lego Ninjago 2012 NRG-J. So this is a minifigure that is quite exclusive and hard to find at this current moment, such as well as the spinner that it came in. The spinner that this came in, the NRG-J spinner, is extremely hard to find. You can almost hardly find it for sale on eBay or Bricklink. I don't even know if Bricklink has a current set or a current listing for this set. It's a very hard set to find. I don't necessarily know why this set was so limited in quantities, but it was extremely hard to find once it was retired. I don't know if it was exclusive to a store or not. I honestly don't remember. But this minifigure right here, the spinner itself has become extremely difficult to find. It was not as in quantity as the other NRG spinners, and right now that spinner alone can go for well over $100 at this point, and probably over $200 in some listings. But the minifigure itself is already going for over $80, probably between $80 and $90, and I'm so glad I have this. I actually got it like a good year or two ago now, and I got it for a pretty high price, but not that high of a price. And I really needed to complete my Ninjago NRG collection, and this is again Jay based on his True Potential version. So you can see it's like the classic Jay face that they had in the earlier sets there for Ninjago, and this is a really well detailed minifigure. Metallic blue there that they have along with the gold, and that's essentially the only printing they have for it. You can see the metallic blue there on the back that looks fantastic, but the whole minifigure itself is just blue, and it is a very coveted figure to have. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful minifigure, amazing printing. I just love how it looks. So glad to have it in my collection, and it is currently, I believe, the most expensive and valuable Lego Ninjago minifigure that I believe I own. I could be wrong. I could go through my minifigures again and find something even more valuable, but I believe this is the top one for me personally. At the current time of recording this video, these minifigures are quite hard to get, and I will assume that they will always be hard to get from this point on, unless they go ahead and make different versions of these minifigures. But overall, these minifigures will never reappear again, these specific minifigures, and I'm very glad to have them in my Lego Ninjago collection. And I'm very glad that I have that NRG-J minifigure. What a fantastic minifigure, along with the rest of these as well. Some of my favorite minifigures are literally part of this lineup, especially the Overlord minifigure. Definitely my top favorite Ninjago minifigure ever made. I might be a little biased based on my favorite character in the series, but overall, it's a beautiful minifigure along with the rest of these. These are great minifigures. I'm glad to have them in my Ninjago collection. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.